Leicester produces career-best figures to put the Bears on top at the Kia Oval. Surrey's title defence is almost certainly over. Yet to pick up a victory this term, bottom of the pile Nottinghamshire are the only team to have a worse record. But their opponents for this round, Warwickshire, were within touching distance, just one place above them, 7 points ahead. The Bears limped to victory against Yorkshire last time out. They'd been cruising towards a routine win before a late collapse saw a nervy finish to a match they'd had in the palm of their hand. Oliver Hannon-Dalby had bowled well to pick up 9 wickets in a match for the first time, and with that in mind, in the cloudy, muggy heat of South London, Warwickshire elected to forego the toss and field first. The seamer was into his work immediately. England opener Rory Burns caught behind without scoring in the third over of the day. Leicester would follow that up with a second wicket a few overs later. Borthwick out LBW for 1. Mark Stoneman and Dean Elgar counterpunched well, taking Surrey past the 50 mark as they began to find the boundary with increasing regularity. But just when it looked like the innings had found some stability, another big wicket fell, Stoneman the man to go, edging Miles through to the slips, out for 33. In Ben Foakes, Surrey have a man able to adapt to any match situation, and he found a way to punish Miles, finding the boundary 4 times in 1 over to get his innings up and running in earnest. They'd navigate their way through to lunch without further loss. The morning session, a tough one for batting. The same pattern would persist after the interval. Elgar and Foakes managed to guide the side past 100, but Leicester would strike again with 2 wickets in 2 balls to leave the home side reeling. Elgar was first to go, Leicester's second LBW victim of the day, and then Sam Curran could only edge one down the leg side to depart without scoring. Foakes would follow, the England wicketkeeper caught at point for 30 for Hannon-Dalby's second of the day. Ricky Clarke would bring some much needed experience to the crease as he and Smith slowed the flow of wickets. But Clarke would be beaten, Miles removing his off stump, the veteran beaten for pace and out for 8. Miles was back in the wickets a few overs later. Smith bowled for 19. And Surrey were now depending on Jordan Clarke to bat with the tail, and he began to deal in boundaries. By the time he was removed, edging Leicester behind for 26, he and Morkel had managed to drag the side to within 1 shot of 200. But they'd fall agonisingly close, all out for 194. Morkel caught down the leg side off the bowling of Patel to bring the innings to a close and an early tea taken. They'd lost 7 wickets for 101 runs in the afternoon session and handed Warwickshire the initiative, but with conditions continuing to favour bowling, putting their hosts under pressure might have been easier said than done. The opening pair, Rhodes and Sibley, had set the tone for Warwickshire in their last match, and they'd managed to negotiate the oval conditions better than the home side, scoring quickly, finding 5 boundaries in the first 6 overs. Morkel was on the receiving end of a Rhodes on song. 18 runs in 4 balls saw the Bears power past 50 in just the 7th over of the innings. With Warwickshire in complete control, the umpires decided light was insufficient to continue. When they did resume, the Bears continued as they'd left off, Rhodes reaching 50 off just 60 balls. His lightning start would come to an end a few balls later, Clarke giving Surrey something to celebrate as the Bears opener nicked through to Foakes to depart for 51. Once again the umpires would lead both sides from the field of play as the evening light deteriorated and there would be no return to action. A tough day with both bat and ball for Surrey brought to an end. Warwickshire then still on top, albeit having lost the impressive Rhodes. Toby Lester shone for the Bears, having joined from Lancashire on Friday. His figures of 4 for 41 represent his best ever return in first-class cricket. If the hosts hold any hope of a positive result, quick wickets will be key, with Warwickshire trailing by just 105 runs with 9 wickets in hand going into day 2.